Hello, friends, and thanks for tuning into Taste Radio, the #1 podcast for anyone building a business in food or beverage. I'm Ray Latif, the editor and producer of Taste Radio, and I'm here with my co-hosts for this episode, John Craven, Jacqui Brugliera, and Mike Schneider.
Are you sure we have Jacqui Brugliera here and not B-Ball Cutie 32XOXO?
What are you talking about?
In our bracket, so we're doing March Madness, that's my name, and I'm doing a throwback because that used to be my AOL name.
B-Ball Cutie 32XOXO.
Middle schooler, high schooler.
I like
If you need to catch up with Jacqui on AIM, there you go.
We live in an age of
that
nostalgia.
Doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
They shut that down.
Well, I also wanted to mention that in this episode, we sit down with Dan Grimm, who's the CEO of functional drink manufacturer Lucky to Be Beverage Co. So, yes, March Madness in full swing, and it's been exciting to watch some of the games. Unfortunate, though, that last night we lost Juju to an ACL injury.
Poor Juju.
Which, the star player for USC, All-American. That's a tough one because, it hurts the tournament, and I think it's a tough road back. It takes time, but she will come back. She'll make her way
Thankfully,
back.
she has the off season now to recover and have surgery and all that, but it's a tough
Yeah.
time to get injured, Just the second round into the tournament, and thankfully I didn't have USC winning it all, but I still have hope for them. They really turned up.
I think somebody on our team who will remain nameless has USC winning it all, and also thinks Juju Watkins' best.
Yeah. Did you ever have a knee injury like that, Jacqui?
I had weird knee injuries, not an ACL though. I had this bone fragment floating around and get locked up, and I had to get it taken out. I called it Jackson.
Did you have to take significant time off to play?
Yeah, I had to take some time off.
Okay.
But,
well,
did some pool workouts.
It was 3 days.
Well, you still ended up as the MVP of the Division III National Championship. That's the season that Bentley won it all. What?
You demoted them.
Division 2.
Oh, 2. I'm sorry. Division 2, not 3. Okay. I've been telling people all this time. I have to now I have to go back to every single person I told that Jacqui won the Division 3 National Championship and make it clear that it was Division 2. All right.
I'm expecting a list of those people by the end of the show.
All right.
Yes.
Oh, boy.
We have to clarify.
Okay, good to know. All right. Big news, folks. Taste Radio is going back on the road. We're going to be in the greatest city in the world, according to some, New York City. We'll be there on April 15th. That's a Tuesday for the next edition of the Taste Radio Meetup series that we're going to be conducting throughout the year. It's going to be happening at the Rethink Food Community Kitchen, which is located in Greenwich Village. We're going to be holding it in the evening, as we did in Miami, from 6 to 8 p.m. Networking will be aplenty, and we'll also have live interviews at the event as we have in past meetups. So very exciting stuff.
Ray, I want to go. How do I sign up?
You can sign up by going.
I think I should go. Should I go?
You should go.
Yeah, I think you should.
Okay.
Yes.
What's the link, Ray?
The link is tasteradio.com/NYC. It's a pretty easy form to fill out. And guess what? The event is FREE free. So there will be food, there will be drink, there will be all kinds of great conversations to be had amongst the movers and shakers, the early stage folks, and of course, us.
We're basically on tour right now. Jacqui and I were talking about this.
Yeah.
We need a merch table and some, CDs and stuff.
Yeah, I was saying we should make a record out of, the cutting room floor and put a parental advisory, little note on it, because
I'm thinking orange
some things
vinyl.
we say.
Looks like a Taste Radio orange.
I'm thinking a T-shirt that is like Al Pacino from Scarface, but it's Ray.
I like that, actually.
Yeah.
We could
that's
definitely
pretty cool. Let's make that.
$50 with a fake gold Ray Latif autograph that's printed on the shirt.
Yeah. And it fades when you wash it.
And a pile of cocaine off, or maybe on the back.
This is taking a turn.
Just on the back.
Let it be known that cocaine has never been involved or associated with me
Ray's favorite merch.
in any way, shape, or
I've
form.
seen you have a cocaine energy drink.
No, I have had a cocaine energy
There
drink.
you go.
But yes. Now the BevNet attorneys need to get involved once again. Can you believe this? The following month, which is May, because May comes after April.
It does?
It does.
Wow.
Yes.
This time.
Yes. We're going to be in Austin, Texas, for another Taste Radio meetup. Stay tuned for all the details on that one. But I know a lot of folks in the Austin area have asked us to come back out there.
And if you want to support the event, get involved, Email ask@tasteradio.com. Ray would love to talk to you about it.
Yeah, either event, New York City or Austin, if you're looking to become a partner, and we are looking for partners to help us produce these events, just let us know. You can email us at ask@tasteradio.com or rlatif@BevNET.com.
We'll put your name in lights or on a sign or something.
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah. Now, we'll be in New York next month, but we'll also be back in the Big Apple in June 11th and 12th, of course, for the biggest beverage event of the year, or at least one of them, because there's two of them, 2 BevNet Lives a year, yes.
Something like that.
Something like that. BevNet Live Summer 2025 happening in New York City on June 11th and 12th. It is going to be an epic event. We already have some incredible speakers lined up, including Ralph Crowley, who is the president and CEO of Polar Beverages. My goodness. So for me, who grew up in the central Massachusetts area, and Jacqui, you as well, I mean, Polar was this mainstay beverage company. Everyone was drinking Polar. But that was just kind of specific to Massachusetts and New England to a certain extent. And now Polar has become this juggernaut.
I was going to say, now everyone everywhere is
Yes,
Yeah.
it is an incredible story, and Ralph is going to be sharing some details about that story and how Polar is working with a range of new and exciting and emerging beverage brands, supporting their goals, strategies, and journeys as they continue to scale. We also will have Ben Mand, who is the CEO of Jacqui. Ben, brilliant guy.
Yeah.
Ben, formerly of Harmless Harvest. Now he's taken the reins of Jacqui and I think pumping some life back into that brand, which is exciting.
How about Chobani?
Chobani, yes. John Frost, the Chief Customer Officer of Chobani, will also be speaking, as well as Scout Brisson, who is the CEO of Dessoir. Love Dessoir.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Dessoir is one of the leading brands in the space of non-alcoholic cocktails. Now, of course, in addition to all these speakers, you're going to be rubbing elbows and mingling with hundreds and hundreds of the industry's finest folks, entrepreneurs, retailers, investors, suppliers, and everyone who attends BevNet Live, of course, is best in class. So
Oh, yeah.
be part of that best in class group. Sign up today, BevNetLive.com.
You have hard questions that are keeping you up at night. Bring them to BevNet Live. Get the answers to those and more. Move your company a milestone or two. Just come join us.
Yeah, and if you're a startup too, we have the application open right now for New Beverage Showdown, so you can come pitch on stage, become a little celebrity at the event. We also will have one-to-one meetings with retailers that are happening at BevNet Live. So there's a lot going on. Just check it all out at BevNetLive.com.
Absolutely. I, as everyone knows, I love the New Beverage Showdown, and it is so exciting to see the brands that have been on stage and then build incredible companies. And some of the success stories are just unbelievable. Now,
Poppy.
Poppy, certainly one.
Yeah.
Health Aid, Vive Organic,
Malk.
Malk. I mean, these are really incredible brands that started on stage. Can, of course, yes.
Liquid Death.
Liquid Death started on stage.
Didn't even win.
Yeah, didn't win, but had their start on stage at BevNet Live as part of the New Beverage Showdown. And your brand can become part of that list. I really believe that. There's, the sky's the limit, I think. And clearly, for beverage brands, the rewards are really remarkable. And being able to pitch in front of a live audience, in front of judges who have been there, done that, the most experienced folks in our industry, if you can succeed, if you can present well, you might have a chance of going really far in this industry.
I mean, I think a lot of times, it's like the early stage entrepreneur has that fire inside of them to succeed. And this is like accelerant for the flames,
Yeah. And it's not even about winning. It's about getting up on stage, getting, in front of the community, getting awareness and getting the feedback that you need to take your beverage to the next level. If you win, bonus.
Do you think we can get Ben Stiller up there to pitch his new drink?
Can we get his innie or his outie?
Isn't that funny? So this came out in the news cycle, I believe it was last week. Ben Stiller, the famous actor who's been in such films.
Oh, that one. Jeez.
Yeah.
I was going to say, how about the son of George Costanza's dad
Yes.
on Seinfeld?
Yeah,
Can
there
we
you go.
Can we get
Did
a
I get that
Magnum?
right?
Can we
I
get a
think so.
Latigre?
Yeah. What's your favorite Ben Stiller movie?
Oh man, that's a really hard
Dodgeball.
question.
Ooh,
I like
Dodgeball,
Zoolander.
sorry.
Zoolander.
Yeah,
Zoolander's good.
No, but
yeah.
my favorite Ben Stiller movie is Of course, the Royal Tenenbaums.
Okay. Yes. I had a feeling you were going to say that.
The Royal Tenenbaums. This is one of my
Yeah.
favorite movies, so of course.
I think my favorite one is
You
there's
shot me.
something about Mary.
You shot
Every
me.
time he fights that dog in the kitchen, I start dying when he.
I fell out of my seat in the theater, man. I fell out of my seat. My wife was like, "What's wrong with
When
you?"
he body slams the dog on the counter and breaks all the wine glasses, what he's doing.
That's one of the funniest scenes ever.
All right. Well, I mean, are we going to be talking about
Yes,
what's our
yes,
favorite
yes,
flavor?
yeah.
What's his drink called?
Okay, so Ben Stiller, according to a lot of sites, is setting his sights on the soda business. Ben Stiller's 59, by the way. He is exploring plans, according to Bloomberg, to launch a low-sugar soda named Stiller's. And a trademark application for Stiller's, it was filed in November, and it describes the beverage as a fruit-flavored carbonated beverage. So, yeah, very exciting. The last time, according to Bloomberg, that Stiller was involved in the soda business, he was pitching Pepsi Zero Sugar in a 2023 Super Bowl ad. So, yeah, I guess everyone's getting into this, jumping into this soda pool.
They always do.
Yeah.
I mean, $1.65 billion motivates a lot of people.
Yeah, but
I
this
mean,
was
it probably was existing before that, but
yeah, this was he filed for the trademark in November. So, yeah, we'll see what
I'm
happens.
sure he
but,
filed for it.
I mean, you know,
I'm sure he's just like, oh, my list of things to do. File for trademark. Check.
Ben, as far as I know, does live in New York City. I think, or he might be in LA. But I always see him at the U.S. Open, so I assume he's got some sort of place there. So hopefully we can get Ben at BevNet Live at some point. BevNet Live.
one can dream.
BevNet
Yes.
Live. I don't know. Is Ben Stiller still relevant though? Like with
Yeah,
younger
geez.
generation?
My goodness.
He's the director of he's responsible for Severance.
Well,
Come
yeah,
on.
but how many people like actually know that?
Lots.
I think
And
lots.
well, like
Yeah.
the younger generation though, like does Gen Z know who Ben Stiller is?
Yeah, I think so. Meet the Parents has had a little bit of a, resurgence as like my kids have seen it and stuff like that. You know?
Okay, so that keeps him alive.
Yeah, it's just like, he's
The kid is like the Wes Anderson too.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Clearly, there's a time when kids of today don't know the stars of yesterday. I hope there is a time when kids of today and tomorrow never have to think about whether they are eating or drinking artificial ingredients in their food or beverage. And I think we are kind of hitting a turning point here. Very exciting news. West Virginia, it was announced yesterday, is banning most artificial food dyes and 2 preservatives in all food and beverage, citing the potential health risks of these ingredients. The legislation was signed into law on March 24th by Governor Patrick Morrisey, and it's going to go into effect in 2028. According to the New York Times, at least 20 states are considering similar restrictions on all food chemicals, but West Virginia is the first to ban virtually all artificial dyes from foods sold statewide. And this is really exciting. The new law will prohibit products containing the dyes from being served in school meals starting in August. That is progress. That is progress, I would say, for sure. So at a time when there's not a lot of good news in the news cycle, at least the world news cycle, that is, I think this is great. I'm really happy about this. And I think it will spur other states, and as I mentioned, 20 states are considering similar legislation, but I think it will spur other states to take greater action. And I think this is one of those things. This is one of those ideas that no one, unless you are a manufacturer of said artificial ingredients, can say is a bad idea. This is a really good thing.
Well, I mean, is it going to make companies change or just exit the, no offense to West Virginia, maybe not so important market of West Virginia?
I mean, I think...
Which would have a negative impact of prices and whatever else.
Well, I think it's kind of an experiment. We'll see how much of an impact it does have, at least early on, whether or not, major food companies will say, okay, we'll just, spend less time and effort on West Virginia.
Hopefully it's a domino effect though, and then there's like multiple states that are doing this, and then the companies have no choice but to make change rather than just ignoring it.
But as we've talked about in past episodes, look, I mean, they do this in Europe. they don't have artificial food dyes and artificial sweeteners and artificial really anything in food, packaged food or otherwise. And it is something that is really irked a lot of people. It's really irked me. I just don't understand
And
why we can't be
Cutie
better like
32
that.
XOXO eats
Oh,
meat there too.
God.
So I mean, because the food just overall better.
Yeah, it tastes better quality.
Ray, the lover of packaged pies and cakes.
I don't eat that stuff. In other good news, I think most of the samples that we have in front of us contain no artificial dyes, flavors, or sweeteners. And that includes
Those are good.
a brand that I think was the best one I saw at Expo West.
One of the
One of the for sure, but this is a brand I was not familiar with before I went to Expo West. It's a brand called True Dates, and they the parent company actually sells gum. It's called True Gum, but they just launched in the United States a line of dates that have candy or soda flavors. So the sour watermelon flavor is basically a date that's naturally sweetened with a sour watermelon taste or flavor.
We got sweet peach, sour cola, creamy peanut butter.
Yep, they have
All right, let me try some cookie dough.
They have a
Two
cookie dough
flavors
one?
that
Cookie
do
dough.
not
Okay.
go together here.
The cookie dough is really good too.
cookie dough flavored dates. Or I'm sorry, cookie dough flavored dates.
Okay, so this company is these are made in Denmark.
Yeah, this
In
is
Denmark,
This is
yes.
not a U.S. labeled product.
Right. It's not a U.S.
No, so these products were
Are these peanut butter flavored or do they have peanut butter in them?
No, they're peanut butter flavored.
Okay.
Yes, there are peanut butter flavored dates out there, but I'm sorry, peanut butter filled dates out there, but these are not. These are flavored. Yeah. So they have a coating on top. Like the sour watermelon has like a little sour coating, and it's like, no, I can't open all
Okay,
of them.
this says peanut
right.
butter. I'm gonna open this one.
Don't just don't dig in there.
Hold on, I got to sneeze, Ray. I'm going to sneeze in the back.
No,
Okay.
it's just
I didn't dig.
you dug.
You think I dug?
You dug. Just dump out. There you go.
Oh, you want me to dump?
I want you to dump, not
They
ding.
smell like Sour Patch Kids.
They do, and they're really good.
Yeah, I remember seeing them at Expo West, and that was a thing that stood out to me because it's so simple, but it packs a lot of flavor and does what it says that it's supposed to do is taste like cookie dough and taste like sour watermelon.
In some ways, I feel
Or
like
sour cola. Here I go. Oh, I dug.
This is the anti-innovation, right? They didn't do anything more than come out with a product that everyone knows, which are dates, and add some familiar flavors that aren't necessarily associated with dates. And it's a great product.
Simple.
I don't know about cookie dough, but sour watermelon's pretty good.
The sour cola is pretty good too.
No, I mean if you make it taste like candy, I think it's pretty good. You got the texture of like, I don't know, it's chewable like a Sour Patch Kid, but it's a date, and the flavor kind of goes with it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well,
Coating a date in cookie dough, I don't.
I mean,
get
dates
that.
are
Sorry.
mostly sugar, so pretty good.
yeah. Well, I mean, talk about a satiating snack. Dates are great, and I think this is going to get a lot of people into dates who wouldn't consider dates in the first place. So good stuff.
I think the branding needs a little.
The branding needs
It's a little too like. That's going to appeal to people who really like dates. I'm not sure that's going to do what you just said.
Well, I'm going to tell you something, John.
Yes.
And I probably should say not so much about this. And I think I actually mentioned this in our Expo West roundup. There is another company out there that is planning a
Yes,
similar type of product.
I'm aware.
Yes, we're not going to reveal the name of that company, but listeners can probably figure
branding
it out.
on that one felt like a little closer in the right direction than this one.
The branding on that one was awesome.
Yeah, we saw a sneak peek of said product and
Because
brand.
this one says to me, like, do you like dates? Like, if you like dates, here's a candy flavored one. It doesn't feel like a net new thing yet. So
How
anyway.
about
Senor Mango?
How
Love
about
this stuff.
Okay, so
Yeah.
what do you think about this branding here?
Cute.
I like it.
Okay, so
I
Senor
like the product. The folks behind it are great too.
Senor Mango is a maker of dried fruit. They sent us a bunch of their products. We have their matcha variety, we have their natural, we have their dark, and we have their enchilada. What's the dark?
I feel like natural is Senor Mango. Like that's
Yeah,
their awesome.
it's just mango-ish.
No, the dark is with premium chocolate. They don't
Yeah.
call it chocolate.
Chocolate?
Interesting. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, and they come in these beautiful 2.12 ounce pouches. The pouches, they're like shiny, which is nice. And they have a drawing of a mango. It looks like a young kid drew the mango in each.
That's Senor Mango, bro.
Yeah.
Well, the enchilada is like a chill rabbit mango. Chill dude. And there's so many good words on this pack. I mean, they probably could have had fewer words, but that said, the words are great. Enchilado, organic mango, vegan, 100% natural,
How about
kosher, mucho gusto. Come
How
on.
about mango Kent cheeks? They don't describe them as slices. They call
From
them
Mexico
cheeks.
with love. I mean, these are yeah.
Good stuff.
Get these cheeks in my belly.
Okay.
I love senior mango.
All right. Now John has some pouches of his own there.
I mean, not of my own. That implies like I don't know, I'm making my own beef jerky or something weird. But anyway, these are purely sprouted. They come in a bunch of different flavors. I've got the sweet and salty and the chili and black pepper, self-described as a sprouted snack mix. It's basically like granola clusters type of thing.
Yeah, with sprouted nuts and pumpkin seeds.
Yeah. I mean, really good. I don't know. I took the two that I like the best. This one's got like sweet and salty's got like a maple flavor to it, and this chili black pepper is like, just straight like savory flavor. Both are really tasty.
Is it just me, or are granola clusters everywhere? Like all of a sudden, there's a new granola cluster brand like everywhere.
It's Rayland.
You got to shop at a different store, Ray.
It's not stores.
I've been seeing a lot of granola too.
Oh, there,
Yeah.
there are a lot of them.
Ray, have you seen the Truman Show?
The Truman Show?
Yeah, the movie Truman Show. Truman.
Oh, I'm Truman?
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
Truman.
Oh, okay.
It's just you.
All right.
It's about a podcast.
All right. I'm getting it from two sides here. I'm not getting it from you, Jacqui. So please, no. You guys are done for the day.
But I got
give me my
hold on.
Yeah.
I got a drink to wash it down with.
Come on,
All
B-ball,
right, go ahead.
B-ball
Okay.
cutie 32XOXO. You got to pull your weight around.
All right.
here.
As soon as John's done, we'll go to you, Jacqui. What do you got?
I have this product called Broda, which is a lemon honey ginger vodka.
Wow.
This came from as the result of someone at Expo West doing the classic, like just go around, hand out samples.
It's a big sample.
Well, no, he had a 100 ml little nip size, which is what I've actually
secret
tried.
vial,
This
baby.
is still sealed, but I've tried the little sample in a spritz, quite good.
I could have sworn it was kombucha. It has a kombucha look.
It
and
does.
feel to it.
It's a I want to say, God, am I going to get this right or wrong? I think it's a Polish sort of background product.
A Polish sort of background product.
You know what I mean. A Polish origin, excuse me, but it's really tasty.
I like the guy on the front label. He's a chill dude.
Yeah, he's a chill dude.
He's a chill dude.
I was like, it kind of actually might look like you in
It
maybe
does, yeah.
15 years.
His hair's a little bit longer. He's wearing like a quasi tuxedo. It looks like a
Yeah.
cartoon. It looks like a
I mean,
anime
you're probably
kind of thing.
knee deep in a conversation with one Adam Stern about, I don't know, what airline lounge is best or some sort of nonsense.
That guy went
but,
one extra day without shaving.
I mean,
too.
thanks for putting Ray on the bottle, though.
Well,
That's nice.
one thing I will say about that is it looks like he's sipping not a cocktail, but just a swig,
a swig, a scotch.
a scotch
Yeah.
of the vodka on its own.
Yeah.
So so it seems like you don't really need a cocktail. You can just drink it like that.
Yeah, I tried it straight. It's pretty tasty too.
Nice.
I don't really like vodka things, but lemon, honey, ginger. You have flavors I like.
If you're ill but still want a little scotch or something, I think that's probably your
You
best
still
option.
want, yeah. There you go.
Heal you.
Yeah. And I will say this, just to follow up on last thing on this. Flavored vodka was that big thing that happened like 10, 15 years ago. Now I feel like this
that's
is much more in line with consumer trends today.
Yeah, I mean that's flavored. You're talking about flavored with flavoring, like whipped cream flavored vodka. And I know you were a big fan of, but yeah, this is like legit stuff. in here.
Yeah, looks like it. Yeah. All right, Jacqui, please take it away.
I have something I think Mike has as well, which is Mind Garden. This is a line of functional beverages promoting calm and clarity with adaptogens and nootropics. This is their strawberry rose, and they describe it as a sparkling elixir made with brewed hemp and fruit juice, which is interesting. I don't think I've seen like brewed hemp called out really. It uses fermented hemp brew, as well as a bunch of functional ingredients, including L-theanine, ashwagandha, ginseng, GABA, and rhodiola. So a lot going in there.
Yeah, there's a cocktail of awesome in here with Panax, ginseng, ashwagandha. Mine is, I don't know what GABA is, but it's supposed to be for anxiety reduction, so I'll need that. L-theanine and rhodiola rosea, and for fatigue reduction. There's a lot going on this can. It's pretty cool though. I like the like flowers coming out of your head.
Yeah. That's the calm.
Every time I hear GABA, I think of the Ramones. GABA, GABA.
Well done. Well done.
It's tasty. It's interesting because I don't know what the functional benefit of hemp juice is in particular, but it does say that there's no CBD or THC in the beverage.
Yeah, there's an awful lot going on in this beverage. Mine's mango hibiscus, by the way. And I think, once you get someone to try it, it's pretty tasty.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's like 16% juice. Yeah, 16% juice.
Nice.
Just 25 calories in this one.
That is actually surprising for a beverage that has 16% juice, that the calorie count is that low.
You just need low sugar juice, Ray.
Low sugar juice.
That's it. Don't
Probably
use mango
some
juice.
of the juice is hemp juice.
Yeah.
The hemp
Right.
juice.
John's got
yes,
something
yes.
great over there too.
Yeah, so you know how Ray has like random Wegman shots in his
I do,
pocket?
yeah.
I've got little...
It's really good, by
You got
the
little
way.
flasks.
I got Little Saints flasks
Oh,
in
that's
my
my
pocket.
kind of flask.
Okay, I didn't really have these in my pocket, but Megan Klein sent these over. She's had...
And what is Little Saints?
it's... I don't know.
a
How would
maker
you
of
describe it? It's a non-alcoholic.
It's
they
a
make
brand of
RTDs.
No
and-
cocktails.
Non-alcoholic cocktails, but this is not a cocktail.
No, this I think is more designed to be like a
Cocktails and spirits.
It's
a drink enhancer.
No, I think it's actually intended to be a gin kind of replacement.
Right, but I think with the flask size, they've had this sort of viral TikTok moment where
Oh.
Megan is kind of, like adding these two drinks.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
And I think it's pretty neat. I mean, it's kind of like a cool, I think anything in a flask always kind of catches the eye of like, what the heck's that? Why is it in a flask?
I've made a phony Negroni with that before, and it's pretty great.
Yeah, no, I think the Saint Juniper like tastes great too. So, but yeah, that was, if you haven't seen the TikTok of these, go check out the Little Saints TikTok account. It's pretty cool.
Sweet. All right. And we got some sweets to wrap up
do.
our banter here, yeah? What do you
Yeah,
got?
on a whim, I brought these. I brought these whims. We've got, which is a maker of Better For You Indulgence.
Oh. I just got it.
Good one, Ray. So I've got dark chocolate peanut butter cups here, oat milk chocolate peanut nougat bars, oat milk chocolate peanut butter cups, and then also Ray has the caramel cookie bar, which is like kind of like a Twix, kind of like a Reese's cup. And
Yeah, give me some of those, right?
And so these also come in pouches, but there's 5 pieces individually wrapped per pouch. 1 gram of sugar. These must have allulose. Is that what the sweetener
I've
is?
tried these.
No, it is made with monk fruit extract, and I don't see any other sweetener that I can recognize. Interesting.
Peanut nougat bar.
There you go.
This just in. It's a Snickers. Yummy.
It's a Snickers.
I mean, this is perfect for you, Ray, because I can stick my hand all over this bag.
Yes, you can. You can.
They're
you can,
separately packaged.
You can dive in day and night because each one is.
Do one of these,
individually
Ray.
wrapped.
These are amazing.
We have lunch coming.
Just
so
take that with you.
I'm gonna
Take that
this
for
thing.
later.
Okay.